Miners from the Bafokeng Rasimone Platinum Mine in the northwest finally resurfaced yesterday. The over 2,000 workers were underground for almost 3 days, and their protest was later described as a hostage situation. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is watching developments for us, and she joins us now live from the northwest province. And Nqobile, of course, there's great relief that these miners have resurfaced, given the many concerns that came with them staying underground for as long as they did.
Well, yes, in fact, when we were speaking to them yesterday, they were very clear that they were tired, that fatigue, and also they were very hungry, and they needed to get home. But of course, they were concerned that much of what they were asking for won't be really answered to. But they had belief that the meeting that was taking place was, in fact, going to come up with a resolution. So I want to bring in now my guest to speak to us about those resolutions. A lot of miners speaking to us about the fact that they had a memorandum that they handed over. They had demands that they wanted to be met. Question is, were any of those demands met yesterday?
Thank you for having us this morning, and good morning to your viewers. Like we've been updating various media houses, we got the demands, and the demands were presented to management. And a response from management was rejected by workers. And we continued to engage management. But we must be clear as the NUM that we indicated that some of the demands were not achievable. The fact that workers wanted their payout in terms of pension funds is something that we consistently pressed on to say workers were transferred to Impala under Impala Bafokeng as a going concern in terms of 197 of the LRA. And therefore, we cannot occupy public spaces, the NUM, and say to workers that they're going to get their pension fund money when we know that that is not possible. That's the first thing. And then secondly, workers were complaining about the overtax in terms of their shared scheme dividends. And we indicated that tax obligation differs from one employee to the other. And therefore, we wouldn't expect that all of us would be taxed the same, or because of our tax obligation, obviously. Those are two issues. But let me indicate that all workers by 16:30 yesterday had resurfaced. And because of a change in attitude from management as a result of the rejection of the response, it was agreed that we would rather defer all of the future engagements into early New Year, because today is the last day at the mine, and we wouldn't be in a position to continue with those engagements.
The workers that came out yesterday were very fatigued. The question is today, are they then going to be working, or even though it's the last day, then it's their rest day now?
Yeah, it's common cause that spending 3 nights underground, you are bound to be fatigued, dehydrated, and all those lots of things. Today is the last day at the mine, and we wouldn't expect the workers to be at work, because obviously, one, there should be some checks underground as to where has been the damage, whether it is safe for workers to go there. So you wouldn't expect workers to go there. So that's the thing.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, sir. Well, as you can hear there, Ayanda, so workers not expecting at work just to ensure that there's safety. You will remember that Implat also did explain that they've got a policy, and making sure that their workers are safe is one of those policies that they ensure that they take upon. So that's what's going to be happening today, of course, according to NUM. But we now know that all workers have surfaced, and that they're still in negotiations, as you can hear. That's the conversation will continue next year as people go on to the holidays.
Madlala, live to us there from Rustenburg in the northwest. For now, Nqobile, thanks very much indeed.